All right, now we're talking about arc length. What do you think the difference is between arc length and arc measure? So arc measure, let's revisit from yesterday. The angle measure is 50. What's the arc measure?
50.
Right. Remember, if it's a central angle, its arc measure is the same. So our arc measure is 50. What label do angle measures have? What label do they have here?
Circle.
Which means 50 degrees. Okay. Arc length is not going to be in degrees. Okay. Arc length is how long it is on the outside. What is the whole outside called? Circumference. Circumference is the whole outside. The arc length is just part of the circle. Okay, so we're going to talk about finding the arc length using the angle measure and the arc measure. Okay, so arc length equals, we need a ratio of our arc measure. So we would have the measure of the angle, or the measure of the arc, however you want to think about it, divided by how much do they all add up to? 360. So that's our ratio. And then we need the formula for circumference. Does anyone remember what that is? Close. That's the area, but we want circumference. 2 pi r. There you go. 2 pi r. So break down that formula a little bit. We have the whole circumference, but we only want a specific arc length, so that's why we multiply by that portion. Okay, that's where that formula comes from. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's just do A on this one. So let's fill it in. What is the measure of the angle on A? What's the angle measure? 50. What is it out of? 360 times 2 pi. What else do we need? The radius. What's the radius? 5. Okay, now we need to talk about how to calculate it. Everyone get your calculators out. So we all calculate it the same way. Okay? First, you want to type in that ratio. Right? Type 50 divided by 360, hit equals. Make sure that you hit equals. Okay, so 50 divided by 360 equals, or enter. Okay, and then take it times 2 times pi times 5. What'd you guys get? 4.36 or 4.4. What would we label the arc length? Is it degrees?
Yes.
It needs to be centimeters. Yep. Because arc length isn't giving us a measure. It's giving us the length in centimeters. Okay. Did anybody not get 4.36 in their calculator? So on number 5, arc length, what's the first thing we want to create? What's the first thing we want to do? The ratio, right? Yep, take 120. It's always going to be over what? 360 times, what's the rest? 2 pi r, which is 2. What'd you guys get when you calculated that? 4.2, I would accept that, or 4.18, whatever you guys did. Okay? What would I label it? Inches. Yep. It changed on you. Okay, what about number 6? This one was a little trickier to read. 180 over 360 times 2 pi times 4. Yep, remember when they give you that little symbol there with the lines? That's the only section that's 4. Okay? What'd you get for that one? 12.6. I'd accept that. What do you label it? Feet? Good. All right, that last one. Arc length, what's my ratio? 90 over 360 times 2 pi times 6. What'd you guys get for that one? 9.4 what? Centimeters. Good. Okay, I want to look at number 6 real quick. This 12.6 arc length is right here. What's the other side? Why do you say the same thing? Because it's half. 180 is half of 360. What's this line right here called? Diameter. Yep. Good. Questions on arc length? Okay.